So we ain't got no catchy intros this time around. We'll figure that out next time. Maybe. Dogysamich here for yet another episode of Georgia on the Grind. Gonna tell you about a couple of new events that have been popping up. Really, there's a general theme to everything today, which is if you play Tekken or you play Ultimate, you probably have a tournament to go to in this state. Every other game, it's a question mark. Right? So that being said, the first thing that I want to point out is I guess this is going to be a consistent thing that happens even if the registration page goes up a little late, but Esports Arena in Woodstock is doing their, I think this will be their third Tekken Thursday. Yes, their third Tekken Thursday, happening on, let me do the math, on the 10th. The first two has been filled out by Abstract, by Poke Chop, by Owen 2, and by another person. I can't remember if it's the same one or not. Sorry to that person if it is, or those two. But again, I saw that they put up the registration page for it today. So I'm just going to assume that for the foreseeable future, ESA, that's again the Esports Arena, is going to be hosting weekly Tekken tournaments. Another thing I'd like to point out, since they lumped it all into one post, is that they apparently do weekly Ultimate events on Sundays at Esports Arena. I haven't fact checked behind that for reasons that are obvious to some people, but I would hope that an establishment would not be putting out misleading information. So we'll just, slot that in with everything else, make a safe assumption, and say if you're trying to play some Ultimate on Sunday, you should also head to the Esports Arena. Speaking of Smash though, I see that the Georgia Smash community has finally done something that I'm surprised that so many people in the fighting game community as a collective whole have not done. Whoever is manning the Georgia Smash social media account has put forth the effort to make a website, georgiasmash.com. It only has two functions right now. It is an event calendar. Surprise, surprise, somebody actually thought about this. And it is a link to all of Georgia Smash's social media outlets. The important thing being the event calendar, the important thing to me, because again, this is why this specific podcast exists in the first place. There's so many people who are always screaming about, man, I don't know where to get information. I don't know where to look. I need to look here, need to look there. I don't know where to look. I'm too lazy to look. And for the Smash community, I don't know if this is like all of them or just Ultimate specifically. It's just Georgia Smash. I think that includes everybody. They have thought about it and they were like, we could just make a big bulletin board, slap the information up there so we can throw this one link at people, one easy link, so that if somebody were to look for Georgia events, they could probably just Google it and pull it up. Again, georgiasmash.com. If you're interested in playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I'm gonna take a possibly gross assumption and assume it also includes Melee and probably other platform fighters, because I do know that some of the Smash players have been really getting in the rivals of Aether lately. But just keep your eyes out on that site. Speaking of rivals though, I like how I always segue into other stuff by accident, because there is a new monthly, quote unquote, a new monthly that has been advertised this week for Georgia. It is going to be happening on the 26th of March, that is, in Fayetteville, and it is called Breakfast. If you're familiar with what crew is around where, as soon as I say Fayetteville, the first thing that should come to your mind are the Zone Breakers. And yes, this is a new Zone Breakers monthly. Now, the catch is that this is going to be hosted at an IHOP banquet room. Yes, an IHOP banquet room. Personally, it's not the weirdest place that I've gone for a tournament, but I know a lot of people are scratching their head. Just know that One of the zone breakers has some, I don't want to just straight up say has some connections, but was able to secure an IHOP banquet room to host a tournament. They've started advertising a little bit with some of the pictures of the venue just to show it's credible. And yeah, that's something to be on the radar, on the lookout for, something to put on your radar. But here's what you need to know. This is like the question that everybody's asking. Okay, so what games are they going to have? I'm going to read this game list to you, and we'll see. We'll see. That's what I'm gonna say. So, you know, at the top of the docket, they have Tekken 7 and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Again, like with the state of the community now, and really with the state of the community for the past few years, even before COVID hit, if you stop and really think about it, those are the two stable games in the state by a large margin. Anybody who tells you otherwise probably hasn't really looked around. All right. So after those two games, got King of Fighters 15, the new game that's just came out like a week or two ago. And even though the zone breakers haven't had success with it yet, you know, it's possible to pull in some more people on a Saturday. You know, it's pretty reasonable choice, right? Following behind that, Guilty Gear Strive, the most recent consistent game throughout the entire community, has had many successful events at 404 since its release. So, you know, something you would expect. This is where, you know, some people are going to start side-eyeing a little bit. But apparently this is from popular demand. All right, so the next one I'm going to throw at you, like I said, the lead into this is Rivals of Aether. Rivals of Aether, if you do not know, is a platform fighter that is very similar to Super Smash Bros. Melee. I won't say the bad C word because I think that word is very dumb. A lot of dumb words cross my mind that people spew about fighting it. But anyways, Rivals of Aether, one that gets aligned with Melee very often, which is I don't want to say the lifeline of it, but one of the things that really draws people to it. So that is going to have an event at breakfast. I mean, these next two are kind of wild. P4U2 Persona 4 Arena Ultimax 2.0. Because we're assuming, and I'm pretty sure Atlas has already confirmed it. Actually, I know they confirmed it. But we're assuming that they're actually going to have 2.0 when they release or re-release Persona. Yeah, as of now, that game isn't out yet. So we'll see how that actually pans out. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. And people actually trying to play P4A. Oh no. And then the last one, which actually isn't too much of a stretch in this state, but it's just a little odd to see it picking up steam again. It is Pokken, or Pokken, however you pronounce it. I like Pokken. Pokken works too. Yeah, the Pokemon fighting game for the Switch. Also an arcade game, but we don't have arcade cabs around here. You know, that is the 7-game lineup so far for breakfast. Again, it's going to be Tekken 7. It's going to be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Guilty Gear Strive, King of Fighters 15, Persona 4 Arena, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax 2.0, Rivals of Aether, and Pokken. Yeah, I went with the mix of things. You were expecting the pot. Anyway, again, on the 26th of March, it's a Saturday, which is really important to some people, the KOF people who have been screaming for a weekend event so they can go travel to an event and play their game. Keep your eyes out for it. And you know, maybe you can pick up a plate of pigs and a blanket while you're there. As for me, that is everything that I believe I want to talk about this time around. I actually covered my recording thing, so I don't know how long this is. This is about 11 minutes. This is far too long for my likings for this podcast. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw up the event calendar, and I'm gonna redo this at some point in time. You're probably gonna hear this for a while until I do this, but I'm gonna redo this calendar because I already don't like it, but the information is there. Again, I've laid the foundation. It's really easy for me to edit. Enough about me, though. I'm gonna give this to you, and I'm gonna leave you to go on your merry way, and I'll do the same. Until next time, be easy, yo. Peace.